This is going to be the intro segment for Thai photography video. Recently bought the retro collection Grogu, just because I liked the scale with it better than a Black Series figure. If you're just using it for shots like this, and you're not gonna be able to notice the fact that it's made to be a little bit more toyetic. I think is the right word to use there. I'll talk you through the scene. This is supposed to be maybe on Octu, or on one of the worlds where Luke will be taking Grogu to train, basically. This piece is modular. It's actually from a Lord of the Rings playset, and it's got the ring on the top. It's from the Council of Elrond, but it's a really good, just a basin to have for any photography, really. Using my light blue card for my backdrop. This came with the Marvel Select Hulk, this platform that Luke's standing on. And yeah, it's just supposed to be Luke set sometime after the Mandalorian season 2 finale, and he's training Grogu. All I've done here is I've took the body from the episode 8, The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker. There you go. Now I'm not done with this. I might customize this robe and cut it down a little bit. I'm not sure yet, but it's the Last Jedi body with Mace Windu's Jedi robes. I always liked the way this one sat on the figure's head. I think that looks, I hope it's coming across alright. I always thought that looked pretty good. And then it's basically the head sculpt from the pilot Luke. Now, if you want to do this, you could probably do a better job than me. I think personally for me, the head's sitting too high on that neck, but it's not too bad. Anyway, you can see what it actually is I'm going for. I'd like to say that it looks pretty good. It works out really well. There's like 100 kit bashes you can do with Star Wars figures to make them look cool. They're all out there. People have probably done videos on them. So I had recently done a trade with my boy, the figurehead himself, my buddy Liam, and he traded me this DC UC Green Arrow, which is a figure I've been after for a long time. He traded me that for a Captain America figure, and we did some other trades as well. It always escapes me, but yeah, big shout out to my mate Liam. If you're on Facebook, look for the page, the figurehead, and show that guy some love. For the Robin, which is the DC UC Tim Drake, my favourite Robin, favourite costume, and I got him in a bundle with a Silver Age Batman, or was it Gold? Setup is that I wanted to go for like your street level DC heroes, and this is like a team up between Batman and Robin and Green Arrow. They've took these goons out. What I'm using is my modular piece. You haven't seen me use this for a while, but it's that alley backdrop, and I ended up just gluing that thing together because it was really doing my head in. And then in the background, I just move the figures a minute. In the background, you can see I have some more modular pieces. When I do the shot, it's from overhead, so you're not catching the black cloth. It's literally just what's in the foreground, the modular pieces, stuff like that. Liam also threw those pieces in, so massive shout out. I really do appreciate it. And then what I've done is, so originally I'd had this Batman, and you'll see in the photos, I had this Batman, and then you know how I feel about this, guys. This is one of my favourite figures, one of my favourite Batman figures, but it was New 52, and I didn't think it went very well with the Robin. So then I tried the grey and blue Batman, and this again is a good figure, but I wanted him to be like a black and grey Batman. And grey and blue's my preference, but I just thought the black one worked better, and then it looks more cohesive. I do believe Green Arrow looked like this at the same time that Batman and Robin look like this. You don't see me doing a lot of McFarlane stuff because I'm slowly falling out of love with that line. But yeah, definitely Mattel, they did some really, really good stuff that gets overlooked, and it's a shame. But still playing with the same setup from the other day when I was playing with my DC Universe Classics figures. I used the same guys, and I just decided to put this Punisher in there with his setup. I'll just give you a quick look. Not much. Like I said, I've got my alleyway dio piece, the modular wall piece, and then this one here, and the platform that they're on. Yeah, so dead simple, really. See, I might show you closer actually again. The smoke coming out the end of the shotgun. They actually came with the War Machine figure. Yeah, they came with the War Machine figure as well as a load of blast effects. So, I mean, it's cool that you can mix and match this stuff, and I guess what I want to say is I hope Hasbro carry on giving us stuff like that, because it really does help with your photography. Setting this shot up, playing with the Black Series Bo-Katan figure, and I want to take this opportunity to say, actually, female action figures, especially in the lines that I collect, so Lightning Collection, Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black Series, but mainly with Black Series that I've noticed in it more than anything else. The female figures are just getting so much better now, and almost to the quality of like your male figures, which is a really cool thing to see. I'd be surprised if I didn't see her on some people's top 10 lists this year. She might actually even make my own. Yeah, so just a quick one. I've got two little push lights. Here's one. Got one facing off in the background because obviously my big light died. That's this one here. Off to the side, if I move this, you can see like there's a sort of orange tint coming through. That's from my coloured light. That it was misbehaving actually. It was playing me up, but I've just took it apart and put it back together, put some new lights on it, and it seems to be a bit more complacent now. The one thing you always want to do, guys, when you're doing your toy photography and stuff, is just what I'm doing now. I will just move stuff around to see what other things I can come up with, just to sort of make the photos better or not. Yeah, there we go. So same setup as last time. Don't worry about the stuff off to the side because you won't see that. I'm just going to crop this image down. Just trying a Star Wars group shot. I realised I haven't actually said anything about Jackson yet. He's a pretty awesome figure. I'm not sure if I'm happy about paying the extra £5 just for a fancy box and stuff though. Pretty awesome figure. He's a comic book character, so I mean I'm glad that they're expanding on the universe, and we can create our own sort of lore and stuff. I've got Mando here because I'm basically imagining in a scenario where Mando would have been, you know, in his early years, and he would have met Jackson, who had contact with Han and Chewie anyway, and this is just one of those chance meetings, really just to practice sort of my group shots again and stuff. Alright, so I'm thinking that's a little bit better. Cycling through now, again, just using what I can, throwing extra bits in there. I've shown you this like fake grass stuff before. It's basically like moss or like growth. This is supposed to be like a ruined sort of city or an overgrown city on maybe an abandoned settlement. And I've got the vintage collection Boba Fett figure, which is, yeah, I'm gonna say it, for a 3/4 inch figure. And not just that, this is like one of my favourite figures this year. There is an issue with it, and there's going to be a running change. He's missing the readouts on his chest, but it's just a fucking, it's like the Black Series one. They're both really, really dope figures, and either one or the other will end up on people's lists by the end of this year. So I'm just getting photos of this right now. It's my whole area. It's just easy for me to show you like that. But like this, change your sets from like daytime to nighttime. So that's really what I'm doing with this Boba Fett shot. And I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. I am trying to see what I can do differently with lights and stuff. Pretty cool though, if I must say so myself. Really simple setup with my Diamond Select Gotham stuff. I've got 3 lights all over the place, and then I'm not actually using my big light, because sometimes you will overexpose yourself. Display I was using the other night, with the vintage collection Boba Fett. I was just playing around trying different things, and then I wanted to at least get a shot of this Black Panther figure. I'm hoping format exclusive one from several years ago, and it was just a really, really good figure. But if we could get this same figure just with butterfly shoulders, that would be sick. It would really help posing Black Panther. Not that this is a bad figure anyway. Still to this day, it's one of my favourite Marvel Legends figures, just so well done. There isn't a lot that needs doing with it otherwise. But there are figures that maybe since they did, you know, the retro carded Spider-Man, and they did the 80s, to see like a Daredevil on the same book as Spider-Man, and then, you know, you do have your other heroes that you could maybe do from there. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but you guys could probably think of one. That's all I'm trying to make a point of. Just maybe, hopefully, we'll get some updates on some of these figures. There you go. Just cycling through still. I'll cut this Boba Fett outside. I've done inside shots with him. Really good figure. I think this figure is going to be my top. It'll be number 1, I think, in my top 10 of this year. I'm just really, really happy with the Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett. It's just incredible, an absolutely incredible figure. The detail, you know, the articulation, it's just amazing. I think, for me, I've never had the Mayfix or the Figure Arts or anything like that, so this is the most poseable Boba Fett figure I've ever had, and I just love it. So yeah, I'll quickly show you. I do need to weed my garden, but before I do that, I just wanted to get some photos. So if I stick this down here, I I took a couple. I didn't take any double shots or group shots. Just I wanted to keep them self-contained. And so what I did with the Mando, that's the credit collection Mando. Let's just move Boba out of the way a sec. There we go. This, I'm going to move out of the way of the sun as well so you can see it. This is the credit collection Mandalorian figure. And what I did, and what you should do as well, all the time to change things up and make things look different, is throw things together. So I'm using the poncho from the Endor Luke figure, the Return of the Jedi one. Then from my Sand Trooper, I've got the two guns. So he's got the heavy one on his shoulder, and then the long rifle, sort of one in his hand, all relaxed and cradled. I don't know, maybe this is Mando on some sort of secret mission somewhere in the galaxy, and I don't know, like he needed a poncho or something, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I just think it looks really cool. Now it looks a lot better. Hiya guys, thank you for watching this month's toy photography video. If you could drop it a like, I'd appreciate that. And I'll see you all next time, and subscribe if you haven't already.